like claim your freedom right now. I'm feeling free this morning. Oh my God, who is with me? Let me see you type it. I am free. I am accepted. I am worthy. I am ready. I have the mind of God. It said, let this mind be in you. I have the mind of God. Yes, freedom. Freedom, yeah, freedom. Hey, hey. Good morning again. Oh my God. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Let me tell you something. King David said, I am glad when they say, let us go to the house of the Lord. And believe me, thank God for COVID, right? We can go to the house of the Lord every blessed day of our life, especially we can gather because COVID has given us the ability to know that the Spirit is everywhere. Remember, before COVID, we thought that the Spirit was limited in a building. So many people were killing themselves if they don't go to church, they feel like they didn't meet God or see God. But COVID allowed us to see that the Spirit of God is everywhere and we can connect from anywhere because God is Spirit. And those that will serve Him in spirit and in truth. And I'm so happy to be here, especially for the last 5 days. We'll be walking through unleash your purpose, unleash, what I call like passion, like unleash you, without, removing all those big grammar, purpose, potential, passion. I just recently realized that if you can only unleash you, you'll be so surprised how much you can do. You'll be so surprised how strong, how powerful, how energetic, how unique you are. And that was what happened to me this morning, Sister Sharon. While I was in the altar, began to pray. And exactly 30 minutes, it looked like something stopped me. And he was like, come, open your Bible. I want you to do something for me. I was like, what, Lord, now? Because, I'm training myself to be in that place that I believe I'm hearing God. I just don't want to go to his presence this time and just blah, blah, blah myself like I've always done without having a time of meditation to hear him. So as I'm doing that process, it was exactly 30 minutes like, hey, stop. We have something. I want to show you something. So, and he took me, he said, we're walking through the journey of Solomon, right? I say, yes. He said, but I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go listen to Sons of Solomon first. After Sons of Solomon, I want you to do it in this order. Do Sons of Solomon, do Ecclesiastes, then come to Proverbs. But today we're going to do Sons of Solomon. And I was like, Sons of Solomon is a book I really, I don't know if I've ever really paid attention to it, Sister Sharon. I don't know if I've really been, into it like that. I know a lot of people use it to make some love gestures and learn from it and, talk about a lot of things to do with love. I sound like a man writing a love letter to a woman or, a man just expressing the beauty, the goodness. Is a kind of like a love affair. But while I was listening to that Sons of Solomon this morning, the Spirit of the Lord began to speak to me. And I want to speak to you watching me right now because, even today, as I came even coincidentally, because I have my topics for the saints last week on this 7 days process. I have all my topics. And coincidentally, look like what I was seeing this morning is actually, is a kind of that way that the Lord was actually putting me to see something very special about Solomon in the marketplace, something very special about you in the marketplace. Remember, we are looking out for godly women in business and leadership. We want to, empower them. We want to equip them. We want to make them know that the message they have can be accepted in the marketplace. So it's no longer time to start, shortchanging themselves. That's what we do. That's what the Spirit of the Lord is bringing to me strongly to do, to tell the women, especially the God-fearing ones, the godly ones, that yes, you can be in the marketplace. Yes, it's true, you don't have to look like any other kingdom in the marketplace. You have to look like the kingdom of God in the marketplace. But it's all right to be there. It's all right to, run your business. It's all right to move. But remember that whatever you're gonna do, you need to really, really have your why stronger than whatever it is so that you can last in it and and build what I call a passionate business so that you can serve the people God has called you to serve. So while I was listening, from my phone, the word of God this morning. I wasn't reading it like I love to do, but it was like, I want you to listen to, Sons of Solomon, and I want to show you something there. And what I picked up, in my spirit, is that God was trying to reveal the uniqueness of Solomon in the marketplace. Solomon had a way that he uses his word. That's why you realize that his proverb is like a kind of, sometimes it's a phrase you don't even know how to explain it. It takes a wisdom to actually break down what Solomon is saying. Even in the book of that Sons of Solomon, if you read it, you realize there's so much thing there that even right now, I did not know if I understood what it mean or not. Because why? Solomon was a guy that was unique. And Solomon did the things that we're going to talk about today. And that is unlock the power of self-discovery with these 3 keys. God is calling us this morning to unlock our power with these 3 keys. And the first one is reflect on your strengths and grow areas. I have it on Facebook so you can follow me. I have it everywhere so you can read it. Reflect on them. Everything that king did was, as soon as the Lord released wisdom to him, he began to do things in his unique fashion. He wasn't following anybody's way of writing. Solomon wrote things out of the revelation God was giving him, and he presented him as a unique self in the marketplace. The Lord told me this morning, said, look at what I'm showing you. What I'm showing you is that if you want to be great in whatever you do, if you want to be the best, the best that people want to come to, you have to understand and realize and reflect on your strength. And when you know it, you have to grow in that area. And once you grow in that area, you're going to be great. Because why? You're not operating in, example, Reverend Joy, I'm not operating in Sister Sharon's strength. Sister Sharon is not operating in my strength. She have already figured out what her strength is, and then now she's going to unlock herself and now have the power because she have already, know herself, who she is. She have already discovered herself. She have already realized what God placed her here to do. So when Solomon understood what he was here for, Solomon became unique in his writing. And Solomon began to write. And now with his writing, people heard of him all over the world and came for more wisdom from him. And out of his uniqueness, Solomon was one of the best king ever known. He judged right. And another thing God did for Solomon that day was that God did not just give him wisdom, understanding, heart, but he also gave him a discernment to discern good and evil. So many of us have the ability to know good and evil in our own unique way. Our bodies speak to us, like I always tell people. I have a system in my body that speaks to me. I was on a call yesterday, and I was telling my husband a joke. I said, the reason why, I've said this over and over, and sister, I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it. Whoever listening to me right now, the reason why I cannot come short of my authentic self, the reason why I cannot fake love, the reason why I cannot fake smile or fake behavior is that I always wonder, what if somebody in the room could read or could discern good and evil like the Lord placed in me and every other child that really trusts and know God? Most time you see people smiling in physical, but in the realm of the spirit is so negative, maybe something wrong with them, or maybe their heart is not right, or whatever it is. I always tell myself, God, keep me in a place that I'm not going to live a fake life. I want to be authentic self. I want to bring what I'm bringing in a place that I'm so happy that even if somebody could have the power to discern in the room, they will discern that my heart loves, genuinely. And that is what happened to the life of Solomon. God gave him the ability to discern good and evil. God gave him the ability to have an understanding heart. He said the understanding heart is the heart God placed in us so that we can deal with men. is the heart of God that God released to us so that we will know how to walk with men. So you're a businesswoman watching me. The first prayer you should pray every day is, God, give me understanding heart today so that I will know how to deal with men. So that I will know, when I mean men, I don't mean men, literally men, I mean God's people, I mean women and men. Remember, the Bible always uses the word men. So that I will know how to deal with the people that you have called me for today. Because you need understanding heart, which is the same heart God have to operate. So now what are we looking at today? We're looking at unlock the power of self-discovery. With these three keys, is the three keys I'm going to give you today so that you can go and unlock your power. It's always good to know that you walk in power. A songwriter said, I'm walking in power, I'm walking in miracle. I live a life of favor. Because why? I know who I am. When you know who you are, you walk in power. And that is what we're going to be doing here today. So first, reflect on your strengths. For you to discover yourself, for you to discover your abilities, for you to discover who you are and walk in your power, you should be able to reflect on your strengths and grow areas. Which are the areas I need to grow? That's the first thing. Because while you know that this is your strength, now you have to enhance in whatever it is God is showing you and grow in them. Set aside time to contemplate your strengths. I put it there so that you can say it. Contemplate your strengths. Recognize areas where you excel and areas ripe for growth. Growth is always needed, especially for leaders. You need to show up ready. You need to show up knowing. So, and how will you show up ready? How will you show up knowing? Because you're growing. The things you don't know yesterday, you're growing to know them today. So you can serve better. Leaders, so you can come better. That's what God is expecting us to do, to grow daily. Now, the second way is journal your journey. Journal your journey. Child of God, I'm telling you, there's so many things. I pull up some books in my closet and I look at them. I'm like, oh my God, I wrote that. I was telling my VA the other day, I said, do you know the 21 Winning Women Wisdom, the book we're going to produce out of it? I already have the introduction. And I wrote that introduction since 2022 December. That was when the Lord gave me the introduction. I might even say the chapter 1. And now we just need all the other women's story that we've already gathered to make this book come alive very soon. So what am I saying? Journal your journey. There's so many things. When I go back to my closet and see how I wrote them, I'm like, oh my God, really? Journal them so that you don't forget. Sometimes they can even help you see the things that you are believing God for that God have already done. If you didn't write them down, if you didn't journal them, if you didn't reflect in that way, you will not know. Say, capture your experiences, insights, and challenges in a journey. In a journal, sorry, in a journal. Capture them in your journal. Write them. So you will know, even when the growth happens, you will know that you actually grow. You actually did what you say you were going to do. You actually stepped into your power because you wrote down when you were still shy for this, when you couldn't come and say this, when it was hard for you to coordinate what God is saying. You wrote them down, right? So now writing allows for deeper introspection and helps crystallize your thoughts. Help you. Writing is going to help you in every area. Leader watching me here. That's why when we get to this course, they say, do you have your pen? Do you have your paper? You need it because most thing you write is going to help you grow in that area. It's going to help you, unlock your power. It's going to help you discover yourself. Because remember, for you to really work in your optimum purpose in this life, you have to know who you are. You have to come to the marketplace unique. That's what God was saying to me this morning with Solomon. He says Solomon had his way. There was a way he presented himself that made people bought him in the level that they did. The people paid into him in the level that they did. The people associated with him in the level that they did. He was well sought after because he understood his strength of using this phrase, these proverbs, these things that many times you don't even understand it. You need a special understanding to get them. Solomon had to realize he had a strength in them, and he now began to, he unlocked himself, and he walked in it, and he built himself, and he grew himself, and he became one of the greatest because he understood his strength and he used them. That's why all his books are different. His books are not just like Matthew telling story. His books are not like Mark telling story. Isaiah was a prophet. It was a prophet. Yes, he prophesied. But Proverb, Sons of Solomon, Ecclesiastes are words of wisdom. Whenever you look wisdom, they say, okay, go to these books and find them. So Solomon was unique in the marketplace. There's no other book in the Bible that wrote things the way Solomon wrote them. Now, his father was a songwriter. He made a lot of songs. Solomon made a lot of songs as well. The Bible said that he had 105 sons and have 3,000 content written. Yes, you there asking yourself, what is the people doing in social media? Why are people buying into content creators? And you don't know that Solomon started it. He was a content creator, and he made him the greatest money on earth. He's the greatest king, the wealthiest still now. And what did he known for? He known for content creating. Come on. You search those things when the Lord begin to reveal them to you, because you are reflecting, because you are unlocking the power of you. You're trying to find the you that is in you. You're trying to unleash your purpose. You're trying to, live here. Never, I told the Lord yesterday, I said, I don't want to live another day without helping a woman understand who she is. I don't want to live another day without knowing that somebody heard me today, that it's time for you to launch yourself. And it's not tomorrow, it's now. Whatever it is God is placing in your heart, it's time to begin to ask, how can I bring this and help somebody? God placed us here for help, especially women. The ministry that we came here to do is to help. If you're not needed on this earth, God will not have you here. And you're not needed here to create trouble. You're not needed here to stress men and women. You're needed here to help. Our ministry here, Sarah ministry, was to help Abraham. And every great woman that helped their husband made their husband greater than they should have been, because two, the Bible says, are better than one. Two are better than one. When they lie, they produce heat. What does heat mean? Some kind of energy is flowing to get them to a greater place. So you're not here to stress, you're here to help. You're not here to hag, you're here to help. You're not here to behave anyhow. You're here to know that God is calling you for your season to be a voice once you realize that you have some kind of strength to help people in any area that God is asking you to do. So you have to tap into your strength, which is what you're doing. To unlock the power of self-discovery, you need these keys to tap into your strength, to tap into your growth, to be able to journal your journey, because you're going to need it. It's an experience. It's an experience. And not just for you to have the experience, but for other people to have experience like you. So it's time to arise. I heard that yesterday. I said, it's time to arise. Something happened to me yesterday while I was here, and I had to step aside and I recorded it for my TikTok family. And the Lord was saying something like this: if Ruth had given in like her sister-in-law did, Oprah, think about it, she would have never met Obed. She would have never met, her man. If Ruth, let me say that again, if Ruth had given in like her sister, if Ruth had given in like her sister, wake up and give in as, okay, all right, mother-in-law, I understand what you're saying, so no problem. I give in. No, I completely understand. So I'm just gonna give in, I'm gonna give in to what you're saying. I'm gonna go back, I don't think it's a good decision for me to actually follow you. I don't think it's a anyway. If Ruth had given in, do you think Ruth would have met her husband? Somebody answer me. Boaz. She would have never met Boaz. We are growing. I say when people get to 40 something, 45, they start, their memory come and go. So forgive me. If Ruth had given in like Oprah, she would have never met her husband, which is who? Boaz. Boaz. She would have never met her. Child of God, if you give in right now, whatever God is calling you to do, you might not attend, you might not get to the place of your destination the right way, because why? You gave in. Maybe circumstances, maybe struggles, maybe not going how you want it, maybe your bank account, maybe what people are saying about, what people are talking about, maybe you don't see nothing in you, or because somebody said there's nothing in you, or you're not, good enough, or you is over your head, or what are you doing? People are just bombarding you with the thing, not knowing the passion that you have to serve. The passion that you have is to serve is what driving you not to even put money ahead of what you're doing right now. The next level of you is calling, and it's calling not because not because you know exactly what you are assigned to do, but because you're willing. Because you're obedient. The Bible says when we are willing and obedient, we eat the fruit of the land. Because we know that we don't want to die with what God is placing in our spirit. So even if it's going to cost us for a short period of time to be in lack, we're going to pursue our passion. Even if it's going to cost us a short period of time to lose some friends, we're going to pursue our passion. Even if it costs us a short period of time for the things we used to love to do, but now we can't do them because we have to be here thinking what next for the people God has called us, we don't mind because of passion. We have to discover ourselves first. Then by discovering ourselves, by knowing our strength, by growing, by journaling, by doing like Ruth and say, no, I got this. My mind is made up. This was my life. I don't know if I had dreamed it like my husband would have died young, but trust me, this is exactly what I want for my life. Ruth knew what she wanted for her life. I want to be here. I want to serve your God. I want to be with your people. There's a time in your life when you have to start making up sisters, godly women in business, leaders, and say, no, I don't want to be in this environment that is dragging me down. I don't want to be in this company that is not bringing the best in me, that's not letting me be me. Because the me in me is ready to launch the greatness God has given me to launch for many years. I've been hiding because of my environment. I've been hiding because of who they think I should be. I've been hiding because of where they think I should be, what they think I should be doing, the revenues that they think I should be making. No, the new me is saying, no, I've hid so long in the dark, not doing exactly what God wants me to do. But now I'm not going to do it no more. I want all for the people God has called me for. And it takes self-discovery. That's one of the things that we are discussing for the week. Is the 5th day. For the week, we have discussed set intentions. We have discussed gratitude, the power of gratitude. We have discussed positive affirmations. You need it every morning. We have discussed to visualize your future. We are giving you the steps that are going to help you to live your full potential right here, because your life is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's now. What did you do with today? And the third key is what? Embrace the process. Let me tell you something. I see you, woman of God. I see you. Let me put what you have there. Thank you for being a selfless and visionary leader. That is so powerful. I really appreciate you. God bless you in that. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you. That must be my Susan. Yes, that must be my Susan. Good morning, my Susan. I can't see. I can't see who is commenting right here from StreamYard, but I see you. I love you. And thank you for that. So, we're trying to make sure that you understand this season. The season that we are in is critical. The harvest is ready. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, especially the kingdompreneurs. We are few. It's time to begin to bring Jesus to the marketplace. I told the Lord this January, I said, we are going to bring Jesus to the marketplace. And we're not just going to give it to people who already know him. You are watching me, you don't know him. That's okay. It don't take no magic to know him. All you need to do is just to welcome him and just, connect with a spiritual church, connect with a spiritual ministry, connect with something. God is going to lead you. God is a pure God when you yield to him. He told me this week, he said, I will be your skillful employer and you will be my apprentice. I've been looking at the meaning of apprentice for the last 3 days. What is apprentice? I know I've heard apprentice before. As a Nigerian, many boys, especially boys, do apprentice for their oga. They're like, okay, I'm serving my oga for 7 years. So we call them apprentice. Even women, most time those days, don't like to associate with them because they say they don't have enough money, which is true. Because your boss don't pay them enough money till they serve them very well. And they now send them off well. But some of them, as time goes on, began to rob them by towards to the end of their service, they make up a story on them. Not every one of them, but most of them were victim to that. Some of them that didn't want to lead them out, lead them out good. I'm just telling you reality. But God is telling me since this week, he said, you are my apprentice. I want to teach you this job the right way. I want to teach you how to serve the right way. Imagine when God now ready to mentor me and I'm there hiding because I've not found myself. And that is why I said to him, I said, I'm not going to live another day without giving a woman a reason to begin to discover herself, so that when you're ready to speak to that woman, that woman is ready to hear you and ready to run and ready to give and ready to live their best life now and know that they are living to the purpose God has called them here to do. Imagine when you have the best as your teacher, which is God himself. Imagine when your employer, your skillful employer that you are doing apprentice with is the greatest of the greatest. And he's telling you this morning, I want you to check the pattern of Solomon. Solomon came to the marketplace himself. He wasn't moved by the way other people wrote their chapters or their book. He wasn't moved how people told stories or how they prophesied, because he wasn't into prophecy. He was into proverbs. He's a wise man that knew how to, put his words together, form songs, form, words that people are going to remember. They're going to help people grow. So he came to the marketplace like himself. Child of God, God is calling us to the marketplace like us. You don't have to be like me. I don't have to be like you. You are watching me right now. God is calling you to show up like yourself. Show up you. Show up with your language. Show up with your tongue. Show up with your culture. Show up with your, among your people. Show up, show up you. Be you. Speak you. Talk you. No longer time for faking life. Because who God called you is who he connected you with. And that way that you sound as your authentic self is how that person is going to hear you. Show up yourself. How do you do it? We are giving you the key to do it. Child of God, we are giving you the key to do it. Right? And now the third one is to embrace the process. Hey, my God. Approach self-reflection with openness and curiosity, embracing both success and setbacks as opportunities for growth. Oh my God, I can sit here all day and tell you guys about that. Because I've been, in the last 6 years, I thought there was something wrong. I thought that I did, maybe, God, what are you doing? Why are they crushing? But since last October, God is saying, I didn't crush you without knowing what I'm doing. I crush you because I want you to learn. I crush you because the next level I'm taking you is going to blow your mind yourself. I crush you so that I will see what you're going to do with all the learning and all the training that I'm giving you. And that's why I'm here. My heart is so much for business owners, women who are struggling, who have struggled. And that's why I'm listening to their stories in the studio, trying to hear how they did it so that I can help somebody who is asking, how can I get to the next level? And that is why, as I said, that's why we are having the masterclass on Wednesday. If you have not joined the masterclass, I'm going to still post the link for you to go and register for the masterclass, where you're going to hear more of things like this. We are forming a community. Even right now, I'm in the group that we form, Challenges to Champion Group. There's a reason. It's not just a name, it's a movement. Even this morning, I was telling the Lord, I said, I can't wait to get our W3 Global going. And what is that? You might ask, what is W3 Global? Yes, W3 Global is Winning Women Wisdom Movement. It's a movement that we're going to gather winning women, and they're just going to be a blessing. We're going to raise women who are going to be a blessing out of the place of their passion. We're not going to force you to do anything. You're not working in corporate where they're going to tell you do what you don't like. No, we're going to groom you to use what you have to give and be happy doing it. And while doing it, you actually get paid doing it. I'm serious about it. But you're going to do it in joy. You're going to do it in love. The very first business I run, even till now, and the one I'm running till tomorrow, the one I'm going to run forever, is built on passion. And that's what I want to show somebody how to do it. Because except you have passion to serve in that area, you'll be running. That's why you see people run from one business to the other. Take their team, even as we are here in network marketing right now, take their team from one place to the other. Because why? They didn't build it around passion. There's no passion in their eyes for that particular company or that opportunity or that business they're doing. And that is where you have to build whatever you build in out of passion, so that you don't have no place to go. You've already burned the bridge. So there's no going back. You are in for this and you're in for good. That's the women we're going to raise. So if you want to hear more of this content, be in that masterclass. I'm serious. Be in that masterclass. Take your place, register, and come in. Let's have this experience together. And for those in YouTube, you want more of this, come on. This is the 5th day, actually. We have the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd day, the 5th day. Go ahead, watch them. We have many other contents for you, and we are going to be here to just empower you. Woman, you are about to start. There's a great way to start. Do not make the mistake that we made. That's why we are here to help you. You're already in and you're asking what next. That's why we are here. But your what next is now. Your next is now. I heard it yesterday from a sister of mine, Sister Ashley. I will always call her name. She's one of my sisters that I follow her these days. Let me tell you something. Whatever it is you desire to do, find the people who are doing it and just watch them and follow. Stop change yourself. I've said this earlier. Sisters, you guys are seeing me, watching me. Stop change yourself by spending your time with people who are not going to challenge you in nothing. Stop it. Stop it. I'm serious. I want to watch you guys on Facebook and tell you, stop it. Stop you're kind of like paying yourself short to be in the company of people who are not challenging you or motivating you or transforming you. Stop it. I watch those my sisters that I want to be like. Even in network marketing, I watch people I want to be like. I wish I had known all this maybe 10 years ago. Maybe I would have run my beauty supply differently. I would have watched people who are doing beauty supply and how they succeeded in America. I didn't, because nobody told me. But from the time I realized my mistake, I am begging you, don't make them. And that's why we've created this great community for you. You're in my Facebook, you're in my YouTube. From the link we're going to post it, you can come into the community and let's just walk this journey together. Stop spending your time with people who are not bringing the best in you or people who are not challenging you. If you're the wisest in that room, run for your life. And stop seeking significance. That's where you're going to stay because you're the wisest. You're not going to learn nothing. I don't mean abandon your friends. No, they are still your friends. Praise God for them. Sisters, I hope you hear me. Women of God, I hope you hear me. All the people going to watch, men and women, I hope you hear me. If it's a prophecy, I'm speaking it over your life. I'm prophesying from today. Spend your time with people who cares, who are growing, who want to grow, who challenges you, who brings out the best in you. The journey is not going to be rosy, but it's going to worth it. It's going to worth it, child of God. It's going to worth it. But it need your attention, it need your time, it need your passion, it need your self-discovery. You need more. So embrace the process. Hey, my God. Embrace the process. So before I go, let me just summarize what we've done here today. We were discussing how to unlock the power of self-discovery, and we gave you 3 keys to do it, right? 3 keys. Somebody said 3 keys. Somebody said 3 keys. Where's my 3? 3 keys to discover yourself, right? Now, the first one is what? Reflect on your strength. I'll keep saying this till I die. Strength, strength, strength. Because if you don't know your strength, you wouldn't give nothing. But knowing your strength also allows you, hear this now, leaning. Where my ladies, leaning. Knowing your strength also allows you to manage your weaknesses. And once you can manage your weaknesses, you're going to now flourish in your strength. And you're going to become the best in what you do. Like Solomon. Go to his book. The Holy Ghost say, my apprentice, we're going to start with the Sons of Solomon. From Sons of Solomon, we're going to go to Ecclesiastes. From Ecclesiastes, I'm going to take it to the big book, which is the Proverb, which everybody know him to be the author. Because why? We are going to dive into wisdom this season. And I'm going to show you one thing I'm going to tell you today is that just look at his pattern. He had a pattern. He had a system. He had a uniqueness in him. And it was in that his uniqueness that he leveraged not to sound like any other person. You want to be great in your opportunity right now? You want people to listen to you? You want people to hear you? Find your strength. Find your uniqueness and build based on those. Oh my God, this is a revelation. I hope this helps somebody. If it helps you, make sure to comment below. Trust me, I just want to know. This is helping me. It's like as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. If it help you, make sure to comment. Make sure to comment. My sisters, I see you guys are there. Make sure to comment. Loves, all my loves. Make sure to tell me it helped me because it helping me. I want to hear you say that. I want to just know that it helps somebody. It's helping me. And the second one is journal your journey. Just make sure you put a journal around you. Don't go to your meditation room. We said we're going to set a room for visualization. Don't go to those room without a book, so that just in case the Holy Ghost says something. And most time people go there with journal. So journal your journey. Journal your journey. Help me. I'm going to get this English, right? Good. And embrace the process. That's the 3 amazing keys to be able to unlock the power of self-discovery, like to discover yourself. That's just what we're saying. In a simple term, is how to discover yourself. How to discover yourself. So to discover yourself, you need to really, really reflect on your strength. Just, think, sit aside, set a time, a quiet time, and just reflect, what is my strength? What am I good at? What can I do? I love how the next person, the next side said it, take time to honestly reflect on your strength. Honestly, what is my strength? What can I do? Somebody saying, okay, if I come to you now, like Sister Sharon, we're about to create a business, but this business is going to be from a place of passion. What can you give? That's what we're trying to say. Reflect on those things so that you will know already what you can do and what you cannot do, and show yourself up in the marketplace like Solomon did. He had a uniqueness in him, and that was how he showed up in the marketplace. Unique himself, because he discovered himself. Now, the last one is embrace the process. That is very crucial. Embrace the process. The process is what nearly took my life. It nearly took my mind. It got me depressed. Because why? I wasn't developed enough to know myself. So now I'm telling you guys, we are going to do this. Embrace the process. It going up, you're okay. It coming down, you're okay. This person says this, it doesn't matter. It didn't go how you want it, it's a process. It is not looking like it, it's a process. You've already made up your mind, you're going to embrace it anyway. So it doesn't matter, you going. Because why? You're passionate. So build on the passion. I tell him, I said, reason why my new opportunity is not going nowhere with me is that I want to spend the rest of my life with my team. And I mean every word of it. Right now, I want to even help them, find themselves so good that they'll be so bold to build whatever they're building. Because I want to help my team. I want to spend the rest, I want to know them for life. They're not a team I will not feel bad if I lose them. They're a team I will feel bad if I lose them. So I'm not going nowhere. They're teams that are dear to me. So make sure that the people you're spending your time with, people you're building around, are people who you want to spend the rest of your life with. Yes, stop wasting your time. Create sisters. Let your business be something that connects you with your passion, the life you want to live. I'm telling you, what we're building over here, you can do it anywhere. When I look at my sisters that are in my community, that God is giving me, I see them by the beach side doing what they like. I see them make money anywhere in the world. I see them connect with people. I see them do things that are simple, but they are happy doing it, and God is multiplying their life. That's what I'm visualizing. That's what I'm creating every blessed morning I wake up. I create my sisters living in Trinidad, living in St. Martin, living in Africa, living in anywhere in the world, but have something that keeps them, that makes them money, and as well as give them fulfillment. And they are serving from a place of passion. That's the only thing I want to create for everyone that want to be in that community. And that's why we're starting with a masterclass. So be in the room. Be in the room. Be in the room. COVID did it for us. So it's time for you to know how to leverage all that God has placed in your hand, has placed in your life. They are all done for you and not to you. All those your experience is an asset. Somebody say it with me. My experiences are assets in my hand. Let me tell you something. You got a time when asset was only building and whatever investment. Now your experiences. Oh my God, let me not give this away. Oh my God, is somebody following this revelation? Hey, my God. Anyway, is your lady. So, guys, let me see you guys in that room. Masterclass Wednesday, April 3rd. Oh my God. Send this video to every girlfriend you have and say, hey, you need to be in the room. In fact, ladies, as you watch this, send this video to your friend. Tell them, the only thing I want you to tell them is be in the room, April 3rd, 4 p.m. Eastern. Be in the room. Be in the room. Let's help you. It's what I call push your purpose. And we're going to help you. We're going to help you open your eyes to all that is dear for you. And you're going to take it from there. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as we continue these 7 days of prayer masterclass, as you guys know, just to prep you guys for what God is about to do in your life. And I'm ready. I'm ready. And I know you're ready too. So until that time, tomorrow morning, see you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who are here with me. Love you guys. Love you guys. As I said, if you're on YouTube, we have other contents there for you. You're on Facebook, please let us know that you watch this live or replay so that we can, and tell us how much this content helped you so that we keep coming and keep helping. There's no better time to grow yourself than now. Every leader that was great had their season of growth and still growing. So don't stop. Any room you can get to gain a knowledge, get to that room. I'm serious. Any room you can get to, virtually, live, in person, that you can get to for knowledge. Child of God, get to that room. But make sure it's the room that supports your core value. I will always say that. Feed your subconscious mind in your mind right. Because, hey, there's too many things that can distract your spiritual life. Remember that. Bye-bye for now.